Welcome back to Switch Out South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today I am happy because I'm in a vehicle, one, that I like, two, it's priced kinda correct, but we'll get into that. But you know how we do it this side. I'm Nicky Nash as always, in Power Car to change cars and all things motoring. I'm gonna tell you every single thing you need to know about the Volkswagen Tiguan that I'm currently in. I'm in Eastern Cape, in a place that I don't know. It's a very beautiful place. You should be seeing it on the Play videos. But yeah, let's get into the review. So, first things first, to speak about the exterior look of the vehicle. I personally, till today, I'm still not sure about the look of the vehicle in front. It's too electricish. It looks like the ID4, and even that, I'm not really a fan of in front. So I'm kinda on the fence in terms of the look of the vehicle up front, but it does look good. The one that I'm currently sitting in is the silver color, so silver gray. So I like this one. There's an orange one. You should be seeing it. I'm not a fan of that color because I feel like it's a bit too bright. So I feel like this one that I'm sitting in, maybe a black, maybe a white with a black package would look good. Although a lot of people do like the orange. Tell me what you guys think about the orange color. But that's with regards to it up front. You get the bumper's a bit different compared to the Life model. So you get two. You get a Life and the R-Line. The R-Line one looks a bit more aggressive compared to the Life, so I prefer that. Moving on to the side of the vehicle, you get these lovely alloy wheels. They look good. They match the vehicle. The body styling of the vehicle, it looks very big, although it is bigger than the previous vehicle, but it doesn't feel big. When you're driving it, when you're inside the vehicle, it doesn't feel as big as they say it is, but it does look good. Moving on to the back, I think for me that's where I actually genuinely do like the vehicle. The back of the vehicle is a very good looking vehicle at the back. You don't get any exhausts. The exhausts are underneath, they're hidden and all that stuff, so it looks good there to the lower end of the bumper. The lights, that's a very interesting thing. The lights look good, but they look like a specific vehicle that I had as a long-termer on the channel. Before I tell you the name of the vehicle, please guess. Comment down what the light looks like at the back. Giving you a few. Guess. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Suzuki Grand Vitara. I'm going to put the Volkswagen Tiguan now. Suzuki Grand Vitara now. Volkswagen Tiguan now. Suzuki Grand Vitara now. So you will see, like, it really looks alike. Am I mad at it? During the day, not really. At night, yes, because at night it feels like it's a Grand Vitara. Like I was driving behind another Tiguan yesterday in the evening, and all I could see is a Grand Vitara. So I'm not. We'll speak about that and all of that stuff later. So, but the look of the vehicle looks good. Overall, I think Volkswagen did a good job with this vehicle in terms of the extra look of the vehicle. Let's get into the interior, because the interior is where, yeah, this car literally stands out from, I think, anything it competes with. First things first, when you jump inside the interior of the vehicle, you get this lovely Volkswagen steering wheel. It looks like any other steering wheel in other Volkswagens. The nice thing that I like about this is from the previous gen facelift, the buttons were haptic feedback buttons on the steering wheel. They've done away with that. They've brought back actual buttons, so it's actual buttons on the steering wheel, which is good. It looks good. The steering wheel feels good. If there's something that Volkswagen knows how to do, is the feel of the steering wheel. It feels good. It's a very good steering wheel to hold. And the one that I mean is the R-Line, so it has the R badging on the lower end of the steering wheel. You get a digital instrument cluster, which is so customizable. You can actually see every single thing you need to see. And I'm in a Tiguan 1.4 R-Line, right? By the digital dash up front, there's this R to show you that you're in an R-Line. But it feels like I'm sitting in a Golf R. Just looking at that R, if I take a picture of that and post it, people would think I'm sitting in a Golf R. So I kind of like that. So it's very customizable. The one I'm in is also spec'd with adaptive cruise control. We'll speak about that in my driving impressions. And it looks good. It's a very good car to be in. You get this 15-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which houses everything that you need to know about the vehicle or what you'd like to do about the vehicle. The nice thing and the improvement that they've done with the software is from the previous, like the Golf 8 software, right? Everything was in the infotainment system, but it was not an easy access to get to those things. So here up top, they've given you the shortcuts for everything you need. So right now I'm currently connected to Apple CarPlay. Up top, you get your seats. There's a seat button. You get your mode button for your, if you want to go from eco, comfort, and sport. Then you get your assist button. That's, I think, like, that works so well. Then you get your parking button. The parking button is if you want the car to park for itself, if you have that spec'd out. And then the last button, well, the second last button is vehicle, where it's where the interior lighting, if you want it to be monitored, the auto hold, and the traction control. And then you get the eight icon thing, where it's essentially your main menu. You press that, everything pops up about the vehicle, and it's literally just two screens. You swipe left or right, and then you see every single thing there. So I like how they've made everything so accessible, and that's something that I really genuinely do like, because instead of faffing around to certain things to get to a certain place, you can literally just click a button and then it gets you to that screen. It's something I really do like. This vehicle is also spec'd out with heated seats and ventilated seats, and it also has massage seats, so that's good. I will speak about all of those things in terms of the pricing of the vehicle, right? At the end of when I speak about the pricing of the vehicle. That's why I said the VW got the pricing right, but wrong. Kind of. We'll speak about it. So that's what I like about the infotainment system. Moving down below that, you get an actual button for your hazards. So I love that. Give me an actual button, not a touch haptic feedback button. I like that. Underneath, you get wireless charging if you spec it. It's not standard. The one that I'm in is not spec'd with wireless charging, but you can spec wireless charging. You get two Type-C ports up front, and this cover that if you're charging your phone with wireless charging, or if you want to put your phone, you can just cover it, and that it covers it from the exterior sun. So I like that about the vehicle. Moving a bit lower in, I think this is where for me is the best place. I stand to be corrected. For now, I think this is my favorite feature of the vehicle. So on the left hand side, you get your start engine stop button. That's how you start the button. That's how you start the vehicle and switch off the vehicle. On the right hand side, you get your handbrake lever. Hi, sir. I'm sorry, I'm just greeting someone. You get your handbrake lever. In the middle, you get this rotary dial that triples up, not even doubles up, triples up as your volume knob. Love that. Your volume knob, right? The other part is if you press it down, it moves into a different section where it's your driving mode. So you can move from eco, comfort, sport, and individual. On the screen itself, if you swipe left or right, it'll move into lounge. What is your atmospheres? What is that? That's where you find your lounge, your joy, your energetic, your minimal. So that's with regards to the interior feeling of the vehicle, like your ambient lighting changes. And you can set it up yourself. If you want your ambient lighting to be blue here, red there, all that stuff, there's a specific place where it says me, and then you configure that. I think that's my favorite part of the interior of this vehicle, that specific point. Now, moving on to the seats of the vehicle, I've already spoken that these seats are heated and ventilated and massaged. All of those things, I definitely think they're an optional extra. I can't tell you right now because I didn't go through the configurator on the Volkswagen website. So I'll speak more about that actually. Don't worry about that. The seats look good. Because the one I'm in is the R-Line, you get blue stitching on the seats. They're quite comfortable. They're not as hugging, so they don't need to be very hugging because it's an SUV. It's more for comfort. They are hugging if they want to be, but they feel good. I like the feeling of the leather as well. Moving on to the back seats as well. The front seats and the back seats look similar. As the same type of design going on to the back seats. The rear leg room is fine. The headroom is decent as well, considering that you have this big glass sliding panoramic sunroof. But that doesn't hinder anything. It does feel good. The view out at the back as well. When you're sitting at the back, there's enough. The windows, the view outside of the vehicle is good. I like that about the vehicle. Moving on to the boot capacity, I'll put the boot capacity on the screen, but it's decent enough. It's quite big. You will see my suitcase right now in the boot of the vehicle, and I feel like for a small family of 5, family of 4, this might just be the perfect vehicle for you. I can't tell you if it is because I don't have a family of 4 or 5, but I definitely do think this is a perfect vehicle for that, and to get the job done. Let's move on to the driving impressions of the vehicle, because that's where I want to tell you a few things about the vehicle, and then after that we'll speak about the overall cost of the vehicle and my thoughts whether you should get this vehicle or not get it. So you join me inside to tell you everything you need to know about the driving impressions of this vehicle. And I'm in the R-Line one, so just for reference, right? So this one that I'm currently sitting in, you get a 1.4 liter turbocharged engine, which produces 110 kilowatts. For me, it's good enough, but at the same time, sometimes you do feel the need for a bit more, depending on the type of driver you are. It's powered through a 7-speed DSG gearbox, which is a dual clutch gearbox. Gets the job done, honestly. The ride comfort, the one that I'm in, at times it does get a bit bumpy. Road imperfections, you do feel certain road imperfections all the time because of the tire profile it's sitting on and the wheels are on, but it is a comfortable drive. So my kind of gripe with this vehicle is the power delivery in terms of how it goes through the numbers. It's not you can feel that it's not a 2-liter. You can feel that it's a 1.4. At times you do feel the need, I wish I had a bigger engine, not more power, just a bigger engine, because you can literally have 110 kilowatts in a 2-liter. You will feel it because a 2-liter engine, it's good. You can feel the what's the correct word I'm looking for, the capacity of the vehicle. And I've said this in my reviews, is that especially in the Volkswagen, especially the DSG works so good if it's in a 2-liter. Once it's in a 1.4, it works a bit harder than it should. So that's honestly my bit of a gripe with the vehicle, because when you put your foot down, yes, the car does go, but doesn't go as fast as it wants it. But at the same time, it goes to the type of person that will be driving the vehicle and buying the vehicle. And the majority of people that will be buying this vehicle, the 1.4 liter is decent enough. They will not notice. At times they will, but they will not look at this vehicle the same way I look at it, and the same way someone that knows power looks at it. So if you're the type of person that you love power, you want to go through the numbers quickly, personally, opt for the 2-liter diesel, because that gives, and for example, 2-liter diesel, it gives you the exact same kilowatts as this one, but because it's a diesel and it's a 2-liter, you can feel it that it's a 2-liter. It gets the job done. If you're not a diesel fan, there's an option of a 2-liter petrol that's 140 kilowatts and 350 newton meters of torque. So, and that one definitely will go. Because that's essentially like a GTI territory in terms of numbers and capacity. So if you're that type of person, go for that one. But honestly, the one that I'm in, it will get the job done to the ordinary people. But I think it's very important that I point out its flaws in terms of the power delivery. But when you're on the highway and you're cruising at 120, for example, and you just want to overtake to 140, 130, those cars decent enough, gets the job done. So it won't be a quick thing, but it'll get there. So now let's go to the conclusion of this video, where I tell you the pricing of this vehicle and what I honestly think about this car and whether you should get it. Yeah, you should get it. But yeah, let's go to the conclusion and wrap up this review. Well, launch review. So the conclusion of this video is me telling you the important thing about this car, what you guys want to know, which is the pricing of the vehicle. So to get into a Tiguan, all you need is 651,500 rand. But you know that Tiguan doesn't look as nice as the one you're seeing on the overplay videos right now. But if you shoot all the way up to the top of the range, which is the R-Line 2-liter TSI, which produces 140 kilowatts, 4Motion DSG, that one, you're looking at 835,900 rand. Which is a lot of money, considering that at VW you need to spec every single thing. So you can easily just go over 900,000 rand on that specific model. The one that I'm in, the one that I'm currently in, the one that you guys are seeing, the one that I'm covering today, is priced at 766,300 rand. And at that amount of money, if you take that money and go to the vehicle finance calculator on the Change Cars website, and you finance it over a period of 5 years, which is 60 months and an interest rate of 12.25%, you're looking at paying 17,100 rand. It's a lot of money, but I like how they priced it. My gripe with VW, and it'll always be my gripe with VW, is you need to spec certain things. So like the one I'm sitting in, I don't know how much it's priced, because I don't know if does it come with adaptive cruise control as standard, heated seats as standard, those type of things. And knowing VW, it does not come with those things standard. So, but I stand upon correction, because I'm yet to actually have the car on test. I'm yet to go through the vehicle finance calculator. Definitely, if I look at the one that I'm in, using the logic that VW does actually imply, adaptive cruise control is spec'd, heated and ventilated seats is spec'd in this one, massage seats is spec'd, it has a glass sliding panoramic sunroof, that's spec'd, it can park itself, that's another spec. if we add all of those things, knowing VW, I'm easily paying over 800,000 rand for a 1.4 liter 110 kilowatt Tiguan. And I think that's where it gets a bit tough. Had it been priced at 766,000 rand with all the options, with every single thing that you can get in a Tiguan, that's fine. Only make it expensive when you go for engine choices, right? If you go for the 2 liter, fine, put it at that 830,000 rand. But for the 1.4, it shouldn't go above 800,000 rand. And that's my gripe with VW, that they always, the small things, they're always optioning out. Like as standard, this vehicle, as standard, doesn't come with 360 degree cameras all around. It's an option. So those things, it's an option. When you go to those guys, the Chinese, literally, what the car told me, the Chinese, literally, their cars are priced at this amount of money and they have so much to offer. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it there. But as always, you guys know I'm happy. Volkswagen did the most over here. I'll see you guys on my next video, which is, I don't know what's my next video, but you guys will see it there. I'm Nicky Nash from Switcher South Africa. In Proud Crab, we change cars and all things motoring. I will see you guys on the next one, and I'm signing out.